It is extremely tight. And this is one of those situations where it's not that I don't trust the polls, it's that we have such a low turnout election, such a motivated electorate, that I still stand by what I told you a little over 2 weeks ago, which is the fact that we really don't know for sure who's going to be in the runoff. I will make one addendum to that. I actually think Cantrell is rallying. She had,
Okay.
yeah, my apologies. She had gone through a weak point at one point. And now I believe that the endorsements that she's received from the major publications and all that is solidifying some of her neighborhood support that might have been wavering. We don't know if it will. Is the real question that goes for Cantrell at this point is her neighborhood association presidents that have known her since Broadmoor, will they be able to get their membership out for her? If it is, she's guaranteed a runoff spot. As for Bagnaris and Charbonnet spent the most money, has the most endorsements across the board, but it's sort of a mile wide and inch deep. It either will be very successful for her or it'll have no impact. I'm not sure. Bagnaris has been getting some very key endorsements lately. The Police Association of New Orleans endorsement and the Alliance for Good Government are more of first among equals endorsements next to the print publications and probably beyond them. They carry the most weight. And it's a way, and considering that he's making a very strong appeal, not only to his African-American base, but to the white vote, I would say those are the two endorsements that probably have the most impact after the GOP endorsement. And that's going to have some, right. So we still don't know who's going to be in the runoff. It's all going to be a turnout game. I will say that even though it got some negative press, Frank Stewart's ground operation that he's funding, he's put down personally $5,000 in door hangers, but a lot of the Monumental Task Committee is got paying for workers on the street. They're following. They're gonna report. There's nothing secret. They're not concealing it. This isn't like the anybody but Charbonnet type of thing. They're being open about it. But they're going to be funding ground level, get out the vote operations, particularly in Uptown, Lakeview, and Gentilly, and that's going to have a positive impact for Michael Bagnaris. Will it be trumped by what the black political organizations can do to Charbonnet? Charbonnet has overwhelmingly got the endorsements of Bold, Soul, Life, the old line that used to be the guarantor of getting in a runoff. That's not so true anymore. Those bases of support that tended to be concentrated in neighborhoods and areas of the city have dissipated. So it's not quite as powerful as. And we're going to get a real idea as to how powerful the old political line organizations are. Are they? We don't know. I still don't know exactly what the combinations will be in the runoff, which makes everyone's vote really important. If I had to guess right now, and I could be totally wrong, let me say that, I would say Cantrell is narrowing into a guaranteed runoff spot. But because of the newspaper endorsements and because I think she's gotten back the white vote. But as for the other one, I have no idea. And we will see. We will see how it goes. I will tell you, if it's Charbonnet and Cantrell, Charbonnet has a problem because, as you saw in that debate, LaToya Cantrell and Michael Bagnaris are at least allies of the moment and somewhat friends. They both detest Desiree Charbonnet. And there's not going to be one question. They really do. And there's not going to be one question in my mind where those endorsements are going after. Just to be sure, even off the record, Cantrell has said nothing about how she's going to endorse. Bagnaris has been very mum on the subject, but you can pretty much read between the lines in this one. But I think it's pretty clear. I mean, when Cantrell and Bagnaris are offering sincere compliments to each other, when they ask, what do you like about your opponent in that debate? And they're talking about, Cantrell's talking about a sense of humor, but it wasn't a put off. He was talking about how he handles himself. And Bagnaris is talking about what she did in neighborhoods, how she said, those are real compliments. When Bagnaris says, well, Charbonnet has nice taste in shoes, and Cantrell says, well, she's got nice taste in clothes. She worked in a retail store. That is damning with faint praise if I ever heard it of a fellow candidate in a three-way race. And it's the kind of thing, if you endorsed her later, that would come out to haunt you. It didn't need to do that. It was up there with Woody Jenkins praising of Mary Landrieu. Well, she's from New Orleans, and I love New Orleans in the '96 race. So, yeah, it's like,
right. So look, if anybody has a comment they want to make or a question, they can, if they don't